All right, I think we're live. Double check right quick. Yeah. All right. So we're live. I'm trying out a new microphone setup today. See if hopefully I can get better audio quality. Hopefully you guys don't pick up too much breathing. I'll check in on that here in just a little bit once I get my blood warmed up and make sure that you don't just hear a whole bunch of breathing. So with that said, let's get started. Today, well, first of all, I want to tell you, I want to let you know that the reason that I'm doing these live streams is to create a community, a time for like-minded people to come together and achieve the same goal of nutrition and physical health and mental health. If you have the means to do the workout along with me, the same workout, the same exercises, that's good. But that's not the point of doing these live streams. The point is to get people to just get up and move, get your blood flowing, start doing the things that you've been putting off, just to get motivated. Go for a walk, do some push-ups, go clean your room, do your dishes. Join in the live stream and just do something. Get up and move. And that is the entire goal of doing these live streams. If you want to exercise, if you have the means and you're able to, and that's what your motivation is, that is fantastic. Good for you. Today is going to be back and buys. Reference my notes. I'll let you know what I'm going to get started on. So first of all, I'm going to get started on the double end bag. Do my warm up. That's my daily thing that I do. It just wrecks essentially your entire body. It warms you up nicely. And then I'm going to start with overhand pull-ups, seated lat pulls, Smith machine shoulder shrugs, incline rear delt raises, hammer curls, and then limited ranges. And then I'm going to be doing these. I'm going to break them up into groups of 3. So I'm going to be doing 3 exercises, 3 sets. To failure. And then after that, once again, do the cool down on the double end bag and do some breath work. Try to help people learn how to meditate. Oftentimes people don't meditate because they say that they don't know how, but I'm hoping that I can help with that. So let me get some, I have a couple invites to send out for the live stream right quick, and then we'll get started. All right, so I want to go back and see. What that audio sounds like, right quick. So I'm just using a brand new mic setup. So far it sounds pretty good, so I'll stick with it. for now. We'll see what happens once I get to breathing, because it's a difficult one to get over. Either one of my mics doesn't pick up much, or it picks up too much breathing, and then I feel like I'm just breathing into a microphone. So I want to try to give you guys the best audio quality I can. And then I'll be doing this one solo today. Robin's getting ready. We have to leave to a friend of mine's, and we got to leave in 2 hours, so I got to try to make this quick. And I guess I'll just leave my phone open. Hopefully the chats will come through if you guys say anything, and then I'll be able to get to it and respond to it. Got my timer on, fitness tracker's on, and shit. Thank you, baby. All right. Throwing combos is tough. See this thing, the unpredictability of it, it forces a mind-body connection and focus, hand-eye coordination that just takes skill that I don't have yet, but I'm working on it. But it's awesome for getting your blood moving, getting your focus into the exercise, and feeling good about what you're doing right now, and getting your day started. These arms are already getting heavy. Come on. Oh, yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there. That is what I'm talking about. All right, I just want to do a checkup on the audio right quick. Yeah, see, that sucks. I don't want you guys hearing me breathing in your ear like a creep. So let me change this out right quick. So I know the audio is not going to be quite as good, but trying to drown out quite drown out all my breathing, or as much of it as I can, and then drowning out all of the like vehicle traffic all around the house, or the background noise. That's what I'm struggling with, because I'm out here in my garage. I got my door open today. It's a beautiful day. It's probably 65, maybe 70 degrees, and I just want to make sure that I can provide the best audio quality that I possibly can at this time. So, without looking creepy and breathing in your ear like a weirdo. All right. Just to stay on point here. What did I do with it? There we go. So now we're going to start with the overhand pull-ups. So these have, for a long time, these have been like my Achilles heel. I wasn't able to do a whole bunch of them, so I just quit doing them. And now I'm only able to bang out 5 or 10 at a time. Overhand, I don't usually do overhand either. I always do underhand for some reason, because you need to do all three. You need to do overhand, underhand, and sideways in order to achieve the maximum benefits from doing the pull-ups. So let's get started. Take my shoes off right quick. Cheat. Now we're going to go to, I'm doing Smith machine shoulder shrugs. You can use dumbbells. You can just grab the plates and do shrugs with plates. You do the Smith machine. You can use the barbell. Whatever you have, whatever your choice is, something heavy and equal in both hands. Put more weight on there. All right, now what are we going to? So seated lat pulls. So I'm trying to arrange these exercises to where it's more supersets so that I don't have to constantly move my weights around and get things out of the way. But it's proven to be really difficult because these workouts should only be 30-45 minutes, but they're taking me 45, sometimes 70 minutes to finish. I think that's been the longest one so far, 70. So we'll see how this goes. Should be good. So I'm just going back through, looking at making sure that you guys can see me in the camera for the seated lat pulls. Explosive off the bottom, slow to go back. So, this. I'm keeping an eye out for plates, decent deals on weights, because I need to get more. I keep running out. See, right now on the Smith machine, that's everything that I have. All right, back to the pull-ups. Holy crap. Whew. All right, that round of pull-ups is done. Going back to shoulder shrugs. And now the seated lat pulls. All right, round 2 of that one finished. We got one more. Remember, we're doing a total of 3 sets of each exercise, and there's a total of 6 exercises. Now, I'm sure you guys could notice what I did. I cheated on the last round because I was only able to get like 1. I'm already so smoked without taking a rest in between that first set and this one, or the last one. So I'm able to just put my foot or both of my feet. 1 foot is going to help less than 2 feet, obviously, because I'm able to use this back rest right here as leverage to help me cheat a little bit to get my reps in on my set. So like right now, I don't know if I'm even going to try one, but just like if you were to take one of those bands, you can use a band or the assisted machine. Bang out as many as you can and make it as heavy as you can. So I'm just trying to use leverage to benefit me. Yeah, see. Form went, see how my form just went shit, so I'm calling that failure. Now lat pull downs. Whew. Let's go back and see what that looks like. Yeah, for some reason it's not playing. There we go. Yeah, I wish I would have turned it down just a little bit for you. Apologize. This is a massive learning curve here. So now, so limited range curls. I'll show you what those are. So I'm setting up the next 3 sets. right quick. That one's set up. The hammer curls, the incline rear delt raises. All right. So I'll start with the incline delt raises. This is lightweight. I mean, really, not much I'm doing is heavyweight, but this one especially needs to be minded with a lightweight. It doesn't take much at all to smoke you. And remember, the delts, if I'm remembering correctly, they're the smallest muscle in your back. But you need to you need to target your delts. Doing deltoid targeted exercises if you want to get the nice round, bold shoulders. Best way to get them to grow is to do delt specific exercises. So that's what I'm doing right here. So laying on my stomach underneath the bench, you guys won't be able to see it. But what I'm doing is I'm bringing my hands together and I'm coming back at about a 45-degree angle. Let me see if I can set this up. All right. Maybe that'll be a little bit easier for you to see. So underneath the bench, I'm bringing the dumbbells together, and then I'm coming back out at a 45, almost like I'm flying out to my sides. So it's going to look something like this. The idea of doing it that way is you're trying to limit your range of movement. That way you're keeping your lats from engaging and taking over for the delts and overcompensating for them. The next one's going to be hammer curls. I'm sure we're all familiar with hammer curls. Hammer curls are going to help your bicep get the peaks, the larger balls. Nice and slow. If you want to go with a supinated grip, you can do it that way. And that's going to target more in your biceps. Doing both at the same time if you want. You can do it up like this and hammer back down. So there's a bunch of variations, and each variation is going to target different muscle groups. But when you start throwing in the variations, remember the difficulty is going to go up. Because most of us don't target like the brachialis muscle on the side of your bicep. A lot of people don't do that, but that's what's going to give your arms the width that's going to make your arms look wider. In return, from like a front angle, your arms will look bigger. Ah, shit. So when you're standing in the front, if you want a wider looking arm, you need to make sure that you incorporate exercises that get your brachialis right here. So one way that you can do it is the same curls I did last week, is just like I showed you. Coming up, turn it, and back down. It's a hammer curl with a, I'm drawing a blank right now, but anyway, with a some variation, and then you bring it down. So up, turn, and then slowly extend back down. So now I'm gonna see if I can get this set up. This is gonna be tough. So I want this to also be, I want this to be a limited range of motion as well. I don't want, so this is what's going to cause the balls of my biceps, right? Of your biceps, is the limited range of motion. So you don't want it to be all the way down, halfway down, back up, halfway down, back up. And you're creating time under tension, which is also going to help get that peak that you're at, that most people are after. That's what we all like to see, right? So we go back over here. Hell, I probably should have just left it over there and moved it sideways. So awesome, Todd. It's good stuff, dude. It's like I was saying, your brachialis is probably, so your brachialis is one exercise or one muscle that almost nobody targets, and they don't understand the importance, right? So if you flex, you'll see, I hope you can see it anyway. I can't see my camera, but you can see it kind of coming up a little bit. And then with the hammer curls, that's what's going to give you the ball. And then like I was saying, with the delt jacking it all up. Anyway, with the exercise I'm about to do, my mind is moving so fast right now, my words and mouth can't keep up. But so these exercises right here, this is what's going to give you the rocky boulders for shoulders, and make you have a wider appearance. It's one of the many exercises anyway. But that's the reason I'm doing these. The shrugs, gonna get your traps nice. Shrugs will build your traps for you. So remember, when you come together, you don't want to necessarily go as high as you can. You want to go until you feel your lats trying to engage. And right then you know that you're at peak range of motion for your delts. This is a delt exercise, specifically. And you want to be about a 45 your body. I can't see my form, but I'm just going until I can feel it. you'll feel your delts just burning. Oh my gosh. Gotta check, make sure I got all the comments so far. All right. All right. No, it was hammer curls, right? Yes, hammer curls. So, on the next one. So, let's see if I can get this in a shot. So when you're doing the hammer curls, you can see the veins popping out, and all of my shoulder muscles are firing. Right? So, hammer curls there again. What I'm getting at is you're trying to stay three-dimensional with all the exercises that you're doing, and then with changing it up, your muscles are going to have a much more difficult time adapting, which is going to in turn cause more hypertrophy. Like, I don't get, example, I'm never sore anymore, but the other day when I was doing those hip flexors on the Smith machine for I think it was leg day, dude, my glutes and my lower back, I've never done those before. I will be doing them again tomorrow. As tomorrow is leg day. And now I'm thinking about it, like, I should have done the hammer curls or the limited range curls before. So I should have started out with a hammer curl, then gone to the incline delt raises, and then gone to the limited range, or done limited range, delts, and then hammer curls. Because now what I'm running into again is I'm doing an exercise that works similar muscles back to back. So without taking a break, it's going to hinder the amount of weight that I can pick up, which isn't all bad. You're still going to get a really, what's the word I'm looking for? You're still going to benefit greatly from it, but it's going to prevent you from being able to do more reps. Time under tension is essentially all you want at the end of the day. Heavier weights will make you bulk up a little bit bigger. Some actually argue that. I'm not a scientist, but all I know is time under tension is what you need. That's too far back. So round 2 of the second 3 is done. Oh man. All right. Back to the hammer curls. I'm gonna go for more. That's all that. Man, I wish there was a better way I could get you guys set up for better camera angles. Oh man. That's it for that. Holy smokes. All right, so I'm just cleaning up right quick. And then, all All right, next. So now we're going to go back to the double end bag. Now we're doing the double end bag again for a quick cool down. Then breath work and closing. So I got some smaller MMA bags or MMA gloves. I haven't used them yet. They were free. So maybe I'll try those next time. So I'll show you. I got my heavy bag set up. So now I need to learn how to use the speed bag and the heavy bag, and work on my technique with those as well. Trying to make sure I got you guys in the camera view. It's tough to tell, man. And without my lovely assistant today, this is proving to be really difficult. Something like that. I think that's good. Back just a little bit. That should be good. Thank you, Todd. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, so between moving the weights around all the time and trying to record, these workouts are just taking so long. It's all right. I'm trying to award myself or give myself enough time every day so that I can do it. I shouldn't say I'm trying. I'm giving myself enough time. And you know, I feel so blessed to have a wife that's supporting me so much that she's coming out here every day and helping me. And she wants to be a part of it. So we're going to start getting her on camera as well. I don't know if she's going to work out. I don't know, I don't know what she's going to do. It's up to her. So anyway, it's up to her. Whatever she wants to do, that's what she can do. But it seems like getting out here and getting on camera and doing all this it seems easy. But there's a reason that the majority of people don't do it, right? It's not easy at all. It's actually really hard. But how do you learn without doing it? It's amazing how hard it is. As soon as you start to get worn out at all, you just start losing your form. Everything just goes to shit. But I love recording this because I'm able to go back every day and I'm able to see start making incremental changes on my form and where I'm making mistakes to improve my boxing. I can hit hard, I think we all can, but being accurate and not exerting too much energy while doing it, that's the hard part. Keeping your chin tucked in, keeping your face covered. You know, I mean, it all takes practice, right? And then this thing, something I have to constantly remind, since it's always coming back at me, is I need to be boxing, and ideally, you want to hit with your arms straight, right? That's how you're going to get the most power. But since this thing comes back at me, I have a tendency to not straighten my arms out all the way. I also have a tendency to not get my body in it all the way. That is a smoke session. Hands down, the best piece of exercise equipment I own. Bar none. If I couldn't own anything, if I didn't have the room or the money, $50 right here. Holy crap. All right. So now comes the box breathing. Workout is done. It's over. But I should say the heart raising workout is over. Now we got to work out our mind a little bit. We got to relax it. We got to bring our heart rate down. My preferred method of doing that is box breathing. Let me look at the view right quick, and then we'll get started here. Take up that lag right quick, real fast. I probably have a 10-second lag on my side, so it takes me a minute to catch up so that I know what my view actually looks like. And then learning how to talk to you guys while there is a lag, that's another learning curve, because I can hear my voice speaking into my AirPods, whatever, earbuds. So I'm talking to you while listening to what I just said. It's pretty tough. It's actually pretty tough. It's like when you're trying to count and somebody, you get up to, like, say you're counting, you got to count something there's 100 of, and you get up to like 46, and somebody starts saying like 22, 1, 6, they screw you all up. It's kind of like looking at that with a lag and watching the view. Anyway, box breathing. So, what we're going to do, now your heart rate, if you're exercising around along with me, whether you run or whatever, and your heart rate is elevated right now, the best way to control your heart rate and your breathing, or the best way to control your heart rate is with your breathing. So, the best way I know how to control my breathing when my heart rate is elevated is with box breathing techniques. I don't know if the Navy SEALs developed it. I don't know who developed it. But I do know that the Navy SEALs use it to control their heart rate when they're in stressful situations. So, if it's good enough for Tier 1 Special Forces, it's definitely good for me. Odds are it's good for you as well. And it's also a way of meditating. Most people don't know how to meditate. They don't know how to clear their mind and focus on one thing. Right now is the perfect time after your exercise to concentrate on your breathing, because you have so much dopamine that you're able to actually focus on one subject, one thing, and focus your attention on one thing, whether it's the bridge of your nose or the air that you're breathing. And when you're going in and you're going out, so you're counting while you're breathing in. You're counting on the inhale while you're holding it. So you're inhaling for 4 count or 6 count. You hold it for 4 or 6 count. Then you exhale for 4 or 6 count. Then you hold it on the exhale for a 4 or 6 count. So inhale, hold, exhale, hold. That's why they call it box breathing, is because you're essentially making a box. Now 6 count, the longer you hold it, the harder it is, because it's going to create a feeling like you're almost going to drown. But that's one of the powerful things about this, is you're able to realize that you can work through that and you're not going to drown. You'll be okay. So, with that said, it's going to look something like this. And let's get started. Sorry guys, I'm just checking on my feed, looking at my camera, making sure that I'm in the. All right. It was a fantastic workout today. I hope you were able to follow along. I hope you were able to get something out of it. I know I did. And every day that you guys are showing up and watching these videos, it motivates me more and more. It gives me inspiration to be inspiring to you, to help contribute in order to be able to contribute to bettering humanity and assisting people in helping themselves. One thing that we lose over the course of our life, something that I've learned over the course of my life, is we all have the tools to prosper in mental, physical, and financial well-being. We all have the tools. We all have the toolbox. But over the course of our lives, we've lost the combination to our toolbox. So we don't know how to access those tools. Looking inside of ourselves and accepting accountability for the things that we have done, good and bad, is one of the tools that we need to learn how to embrace. Going out and being a victim in any situation is never a good thing. It's always going to be a lose situation. In order to become great, you have to be able to accept your part in what you have done. And it doesn't matter if you go out and you steal from somebody, if you go become a CEO of a major corporation, you have to be able to accept your own accountability in either end of that spectrum and everywhere in between. If you don't, you will never be able to move forward. And in order to move forward, you have to look at yourself within, and you have to accept yourself where you are right now. I'm not saying love yourself for who you are. In fact, I'm saying that you need to not love yourself for who you are. You need to love yourself for who you can be. Because loving yourself for who you are, if you're stuck in a bad situation, or you are not where you want to be in your life, loving yourself for who you are is how lazy people don't go anywhere and prosper. That is a victim mentality and a victim mindset. If you're 350 pounds, you're overweight, the only thing you know how to do is sit there and play video games, watch porn, and masturbate, your problems are not me, and that I just said something that's offended. Your problem is the fact that you're not holding yourself accountable and you're not holding yourself to the level that you should be holding yourself for, because you don't know how to accept it within. Somewhere along the lines, you thought that this is all you're capable of doing. Somebody told you somewhere. Maybe you got bullied. Maybe it was a teacher that said you weren't going to amount to anything. When I was growing up, guys that know me from when I was a child, everybody said I wasn't going to amount to a pile of beans. When I was 17, I was homeless. I've raised myself and I've raised my family, and my wife and I, we've achieved something 95% of society will never see. We're not 1% yet, but that means we only have 4 more to go. I'm not saying that to brag. What I'm saying is this needs to be used as inspiration. To come from a high school dropout, homeless teenager, to achieving amazing success with an amazing family. I live on an island. I walk right down the street from my house, and I'm at the beach, just a couple blocks away from my house. Everything I own is paid for except for my house. Anybody can achieve this, but it's going to have to start right here so you can start to develop your mind. It starts in the heart and with your nutrition. Get your nutrition right, your health will get right, your physical appearance will get right, your self-confidence will get right, as long as you're always honest with yourself and with others. Like I said yesterday, I think it was the day before, you cannot have legitimate self-confidence without self-esteem. Anyway, that's all I got for today, guys. I appreciate you tuning in. It means the world to me. I hope you are getting something out of this. Let me know what your thoughts are about what I just said. Are you irritated at the fact that I'm saying that you need to accept self accountability and hold yourself accountable for your actions? What does that make you feel? How do you feel from that? If you got anything out of it, I'd appreciate it if you could like, comment, subscribe. Until tomorrow, leg day, I'll see you then, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace.